EU leaders, who are meeting in Brussels today without the British Prime Minister, have said despite agreement terms to start discussions on trade with Britain, they had sharp discussions. Any attempt for the UK to do a deal with America would be unacceptable. The warning comes amid fraught negotiations between the EU and Washington. Brussels fears a UK deal would undermine attempts for the EU to strike a good deal with President Trump, according to Sky News. Brexit's latest. Theresa May has been told not to try to strike a deal with Americans. May was excluded from today's roundtable meeting of EU national leaders, where they decided to move Brexit talks to the trade negotiations phase. But Sky News presenter Faisal Islam tweeted, a number of EU 27 leaders discussed, after PM May left summit, UK-US trade negotiations threatening post-Brexit UK-EU deal. EU Presidents Donald Tusk and Jean-Claude Juncker are due to address media with the next hour to update on today's talks. Mr Tusk had earlier revealed the Brexit negotiations had been approved by EU leaders to move on to the trade negotiation stage.
The announcement was welcomed by Ms May, who said there was now a new dynamic in Brexit. She said, "I welcome the fact that the EU Council this morning has agreed the details of the implementation period, and this gives certainty to people and businesses, it gives them the clarity to plan for their future, and it ensures that they will only have to make one adjustment, one change, when we enter into the new relationship with the EU. I believe there is a new dynamic now in the negotiations. I believe we are approaching this with a spirit of cooperation and spirit of opportunity for the future as well." Reuters. Theresa May in a meeting in Brussels. Speaking in a press conference, Jean-Claude Juncker heralded the agreement to move Brexit talks to the trade negotiation stage and R=3 and S=0.
He said, "We were discussing this in depth, but the guidelines the President of the Council submitted were adopted in less than half a minute. There was a united front of all EU members. Particular attention given to the whole issue of Northern Ireland, the Republic of Ireland. German Chancellor Angela Merkel was more critical of Brexit talks, and said Theresa May faces intense talks. Angela Merkel has warned. Ms Merkel said, regarding the fact that Great Britain wants to neither be part of the customs union nor of the single market, we have to negotiate a very intense free trade agreement, and we will not let ourselves
be divided here, but keep up this unity throughout the negotiations. Time is running out and we will have to talk about this again in July." Commenting on today's talks, Mrs Merkel said, "I would like to thank EU chief Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier, who has made big progress with his team during tireless negotiations. And it is positive that we, in the last few months, have been very united during this entire process, this unfortunate process, and shaped it together as the 27 member states. We have now also passed the guidelines for the future relationship, and I believe that we want to retain our commonality. And R=3 and S=0.
Thanks you for watching. Please subscribe News to You channel. Goodbye and see you again.